Welcome to the Great Loop aboard the Perch. I'm Kim Russo with America's Great Loop Cruisers Association, and this is leg 38 of our Great Loop adventure. Today we're going from Brewerton, New York, which is along the Erie Canal. We're doing one more lock on the Erie Canal and then turning into the Oswego Canal because we cannot clear the low bridges on the Western Erie. There are some bridges on the Western Erie that are about 15 feet, so if you can't clear those, you need to turn into the Oswego, which is what we'll be doing today. But we left Brewerton, two AGLCA sponsors there, SK Yards and Winter Harbor Marina. Both are great places to tie up during the Great Loop, so we highly recommend them both. We are getting ready to turn into the Oswego here, and we had a little bit of a glitch, a technical glitch, so I don't have video for you to run along with this, but there's the turn into the Oswego. We do have some still pictures, especially at Lock 2, and that is thanks to the Lockmaster there. Lockmaster Metz hosts to our Facebook group, the Great Loop group on Facebook, and he took several pictures of the Perch, had a lovely conversation with him where he explained to us why there is no lock number 4 on the Oswego Canal. And it's basically because there was some sort of an error in calculation of the change in elevation, and as they were building the canal, they found out they didn't need lock 4. And at that point, it was more effective, cost-effective, time-effective, etc., to just keep the numbering system and eliminate lock 4. So 1 through 8, but no lock 4 for a total of 7 locks on the Oswego Canal. So here are the first of those pictures taken by Mr. Metz. And this is one we took from aboard, and this is still rolling from lock number 2. But you see that bridge that you're kind of wondering, how are we going to get around that? Well, as the water drops in the lock, you of course are able to clear that bridge. And the lockmasters remind you not to go anywhere until the bridge is open in a few of these locks where there is a bridge immediately following the lock. One of them, in fact, right after the lock needed to open. So the lockmaster reminded us, okay, when I open the doors, don't go anywhere until I've also opened the bridge. So the Oswego Canal was a pretty interesting ride. Locks 6, 7, and 8 are in very close succession. And between locks 7 and 8, there is a free wall that many loopers will tie up on. So as we entered lock 7, the lockmaster asked us who was going on to lock through at lock number 8 so he could let the next lockmaster know how many boats to expect. So some boats do tie up at the free wall there. We went through lock 8, and there is more wall space that has power and is part of a marina. And that is where we tied up for the evening, getting ready to cross Lake Ontario the next day. There is our Nebo log for this cruise. As you can see, we were underway for just about 5 hours, went 28 miles, average speed of 6 knots. That is, again, because of so many locks, and each of those red timestamps is basically where there were locks on this trip. So a total of 8 for the day. The last one that we were going through on the Erie, which was lock 23 on the Erie, and then 1 through 8, but again, no lock number 4 on the Oswego. Our next leg, as I said, will take us across Lake Ontario into Clayton, New York. We'll be back soon with that. Thanks for watching.